All right, let's go on air.
Okay, so the little discussion agenda talks about. I haven't read through it, so I'll read it quick as we go through. Let's see. Use your time. Okay. Review the following questions related to the case. What is the fast casual segment?
Well, you might be more accurate in saying the fat casual segment. We are talking fast food.
I don't know. Panera is pretty healthy.
We use them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we're going out, that's probably our very first choice is any of these restaurants. So they've definitely hit a chord for us. So
yeah,
I can't say that I've seen one around here.
I haven't seen a Noodles and Company.
Oh, well, so we got a coupon last week in the mail, and Tuesday nights are, we call it free to choose night at our house because my husband's gone. And so that night, my son and I took that coupon, buy one, get one free, went to Noodles and Company, and I got to tell all about the case.
So are they good?
I've been maybe 2 or 3 times, and I've only had their Japanese noodles, and I really like them. They're very good. They're still a little bit pricey, I think, but you don't have to pay a tip, and you can just pick it as you go. But they're pretty good. They're pretty good. So we've had one around for about 10 or 12 years. So I'm sad you don't have one, but oh well, you'll survive. What do you think the challenge is facing Noodles and Company within this segment? But if you guys don't have a lot of them around you or Noodles and Company, I wonder if you have anything else that maybe would see this overcrowding or rapid increase in this kind of business.
Well, around here we have Chang's, and it sounds like Chang's would give them a run for their money.
There you go. Yeah.
I think they were even mentioned in the case study as one of their main competitors.
Yeah. And have you been there?
Well, we don't go that often, but we have gone and wouldn't think twice about going there. It's a nice place. I don't know if you've been or not, but you go in there and everything's raw. So you grab a bowl of fish or you grab a bowl of chicken or whatever. You grab a bowl of vegetables and grab some noodles, take it up to this big round, I forget what they call it, but cooking thing. And they cook it right there in front of you.
Oh, okay. Like a Mongolian barbecue, or we've got things like that are like that.
It's quite nice. You fill up pretty quick.
Yeah. Huh. Good. Becky, do you have anything up there?
We do have something. I can't think of the name of it, but it's incredibly overpriced, so we never go.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the Mormon culture here that brings almost all of them, but we have everything. Everything. It's a little bit overwhelming, but what is a specific challenge facing Noodles and Company?
I think they're growing so quickly and trying to figure out a way to grow quickly and have enough capital, but keep the company culture.
Yeah.
I think the main challenge is franchising, whether to go forth with that or not, because once you open that, it's kind of like opening up a can of worms.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Hello here, it looks like.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I think, are they ready for that much growth? It looked like he was setting it up for that much growth, but that's
it's still really ambitious though to try to grow that much that quickly.
And you have to think in 10 years, they had 59 stores. Mm-hmm. I mean, they really had grown very quickly. The amount of work he put in to continue to make that work was amazing. So, well, let's hope Angelo's person actually comes to be. Oh, you're here.
There you are.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm sorry.
You're okay.
Hello.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. We're just glad you made it.
How are you?
We're all good.
I was concerned. I heard there had been more tremors.
I was driving.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's too early for us to drive anywhere this Saturday morning. So, well, we've already talked through about the case a little bit and about this fast food casual segment of the market. Angelo, do you have anything like that where you're at, where you walk through a line and pick up your food and order there?
Yes, I think this is a case just a little difficult. Noodles and Company is a fast casual dinner restaurant opened by Aaron Kennedy.
Yeah.
In the 1995. The idea was born in 1993. But in this case, I think there are three different problems to face. The first is the competition.
Yeah.
The second problem to face is the expansion. And the third problem is trying to maintain the same quality during the expansion. The company began to expand rapidly and operates mostly in the northeast in the United States. Competition in the restaurant industry is really ruthless. Can you understand me?
Yes. Yep.
With my English.
No, you're good. We're following just fine.
Is really ruthless in the United States. Many of the competitors are already much more established in the market, in the American culture. Competitors like Cheesecake Factory or Chipotle are immersed in American popular culture much more than Noodles and Company.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got an uphill battle, don't they?
I don't know, because I'm not American.
Well, Angelo, do you have restaurants like that where you live?
Here in Italy?
Uh-huh.
In Italy, no. I only like so much to eat. But I don't know how I can cook. Here in Italy, we have so much restaurants are very good restaurant.
Yeah. Nothing like the cheap fast food.
No, we don't like so much fast food. We like so much slow food. We can stay around the table. I think 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
To eat, to speak. This is the Italian culture.
Yeah.
But in the United States, it seems different. In the United States, it seems that all is running.
Yep.
That's true. How come?
Uh, among all the competitors of Noodles and company, the most dangerous is of all is Payway, maybe.
Yeah.
Payway has become an excellence in Asian food. It offers essentially the same product offering by Noodles and company.
Yeah.
This particularity, of course, presents a huge problem for Noodles and company. If profits begin to decline.
It seemed like, yeah, Noodles and Company started off pretty rocky. Their recipes weren't all that good. Their food wasn't great. None of those things were working for them, but they seemed to fine tune quite a bit as they worked and continued to grow. And they seem to have, a pretty good corner on the market on a few things. It's just a matter of maybe saturating the market with too many Noodles and Company or too many fast segment food. I think that's where what they're facing a lot of.
In this case, I think that there is the risk of failure when there are situations of great competition. We need to evaluate the risks.
Yeah.
Of a rapid expansion with fierce competition as it is for Noodles and Company.
Yeah. Did any of you read how Noodles and Company is doing presently?
I did. I looked them up because I was curious, and it looks like they've done really well. Like they franchised and they're expanding still.
Yeah,
I think next January I want to eat something in this restaurant because I will be in Salt Lake City.
All right.
Yeah.
Will you call me? I'll take you to Noodles.
I'm very curious. I want to eat something.
Well, you let me know. I'll take you. We'll examine it together.
Okay.
And we'll try to be there more than 30 minutes. Maybe we'll make it a whole 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. I was impressed with their culture statements or their mission statements, how they wanted their company to run. That every guest, every bowl, every time, I really thought that mantra that they had was it was simple but very clear. And I appreciated their customer service. And even when I went on Tuesday night with my son, I went, they are really nice. Those girls were very, very nice, which you don't always get. So I don't know if that culture is still being bred within the company the same, but it seems that they definitely want the guest to be number one. That customer service is important, which I think is what Aaron Kennedy really, really pushed. That was important to him. I like that.
I think it was impressive how they were able to come together when they first realized that they were losing money, they weren't doing well, everything was going poorly, that they were able to just sit down and go down to the basement and figure it out and make assignments. And it didn't sound like there was a lot of people being defensive. I can imagine the poor chef, right, reading all these reviews, oh, the food's terrible. You know, and I could see somebody being really defensive and upset and feel like they were attacked. But it sounds like instead they all just kind of sat down and said, hey, do we want to make this a success or do we want to give up? And they decided to make it a success. And I thought it was impressive that they were able to work together well and delegate. And then I also thought it was impressive when Aaron Kennedy realized that he was doing too much and that he really wanted to focus on the culture. And so then he hired somebody else to handle the financial aspects of it. And I think that's something that would be hard to do because it was his baby. You know, he'd created this thing, and to be able to let go that huge chunk, knowing that it would allow him to focus on something else. I think that's part of what made them so successful, was being able to recognize that and work together well.
I think so too. Yeah.
That's one of the things I brought up in one of the write-ups I did for the class is as he continues to expand the business, and even if he goes into franchising, he's going to have to give up more and more actual control. He'll still be, you know, the founder of the company, but he's going to have to bring in more people to do like the CEO activities. And I'm just wondering if he can survive that, giving up more and more of the CEO aspect of the company.
Well, he did ultimately. He got out of it in 2011.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's no longer there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what I read, and then he was hired by the state of Colorado to help with their branding of their state.
That's a big change.
So, and he did that. Pardon me?
Did it say why he got out of it?
I never read anything that said why. I even went back and read his bio from his job in Colorado, and I never got anything specific. But he's no longer the CEO. He may have profit shares, I don't know, but he's no longer in any of the executive positions. So it sounded like he got to a point where he realized, you know what, if I can't be heavily involved, I need to not be involved. So I don't know.
It'd be interesting to know why.
Yeah. Yeah.
He seemed very obsessed with the company.
That's a good way to put it.
Well, I think you'd have to be. I have no clue how you could do what he did in such a short amount of time without that consuming your whole entire life. I don't think you could do that. So.
I think his daughter would agree with you.
Yeah. I can't believe her first birthday, he was off opening a store. What?
Well, and, you know, different priorities. His wife, I read about her, and she is, I can't remember, but she's opened a company. She's the inventor of something. So it just sounds like both of them together are very, very ambitious movers and shakers. So clearly that's their priorities in life. So now he golfs a lot, is what I read. A lot of golf. I guess you can do that when you're like a billionaire and you can go golfing every day.
Maybe he takes his daughter golfing with him.
Maybe. Didn't say. Yeah. So how would you grow this company? What would be the first thing you do when he's, you know, he's in this quandary? What do you guys think he should do?
I thought the franchises made sense. I mean, it's a way to expand the company that brings in some extra capital, that helps have that local managerial, right? So there's somebody right there at the stores making sure they're still fitting with the company culture. You just have to find the right people to be the franchise owners who really buy into the culture and to the ideas that they have for the company.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else? What do you think?
I think that's a good approach, but you know, given his obsession, at least at the time, with the company, I also think that he could have maybe just got more money from friends and individuals, because the company's a success now. He could probably get more money. People would be willing to risk more on it, and just build it up through private funds, and maybe avoid the franchising thing, at least to.
I really encourage the whole IPO thing. I thought he needs to go public with this company. That's what I felt was maybe the strongest thing he could have done. But I also put the franchising in small doses was a good way to kind of monitor and keep track of Because you could go all out gangbusters on franchising and you would lose a lot of that individual touch that he thought was so important too. And whereas new CFO has done a company, brought them to a global trading stock company, that I thought maybe that would be a good position to work towards, which they did do. It took them, I think, 6 or 7 years to get to, but so I didn't buy the stock. I should have, had I known. It was like, wasn't it like $2 or something? And then I read somewhere it was $2, then it got to 33 or something. I thought, oh, I missed. But
Yeah.
For everyone that succeeds, 30 doesn't, right?
yeah, well, I invested in the ones that don't, clearly. Don't have anything, but
Do you have some restaurant in USA?
pardon me?
Some of you, do you have the restaurant?
The Noodles and Company?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one just by our house, and I was telling these guys that I took my son on Tuesday night because I had a buy one, get one free coupon. So we went to dinner there on Tuesday.
What is, in your opinion, one way to face the competitors and to how can I say, how can we how can we how can we a good word. How can we avoid maybe when we are expanding our business? What is one way to avoid the competitors come to us, come to our
So that you're more successful over the other competitors?
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think one good way is promotion. I mean, we've heard a lot about the buy one, get one free coupon. That's obviously working.
Yeah, it worked for me. Darn it.
Hey, you got a good deal, right?
Yeah, I did. Well, I mean, when I'm looking at something, we go out every once in a while, and there's a few things that I really think are important to me. The food is one of them, but it needs to be clean. I don't like all the busy noise anymore, and I think that that's because I'm getting old. And it's got to kind of be a niche to the market. I think that that's what makes it successful, is that there's a reason to go there, and you go and you feel comfortable. So there's probably more places like that in European countries than there are here, because you guys sit and enjoy and communicate. We go to be entertained and get out of there. So.
Well, I don't know. I think one of my favorite restaurants is Panera, which is the same idea of the fast casual, right?
Yes.
And I love going to Panera, and I love now. My favorite thing is they've got the app on the phone where I can order on my phone, walk in, grab my food, and leave.
Oh.
So I don't even have to talk to somebody. But then there's the opposite side of Panera that I love. Like, I met my sister-in-law Wednesday evening at Panera, and we both ordered and sat down, and nobody came around and bothered us or anything. They brought us their food, but then left us. And honestly, we sat there for 4 hours and talked.
It's true.
And, and it was totally fine to do that. It was a comfortable environment, really nice. I probably should have got up and moved and not just sat still for 4 hours. But I think that's something that I like about the fast casual, right? Because like fast food, you need to go and get your food, get out. You can't just sit and chill at a table for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And at a restaurant, the wait staff will be looking at you like, what's your problem? I've got other people that need this table. And I think the fast casual is really nice because you can go in and grab your food, but then it's a nice, calm environment. You can just sit. I do recruiting for Smith College, where I got my first undergrad degree. And usually I'll meet people at a Panera because it's a really nice environment that, you can find a little private table somewhere and I can interview somebody and have a bagel.
True.
So I really like the fast casual. I think that it really markets to the United States culture pretty well because it gives you both options of just going and grabbing food and going, or having a place that you can grab good food and sit down, and having that idea that it's good food, that it's not just greasy fast food, but it's not really expensive where you have to tip people.
Right. I agree. I like that. Panera is one of my favorite places. We don't have one here.
Oh, no.
I know. We have a Paradise Bakery, and that's the same kind of idea. Date night, that's our favorite place to go because no one's going to interrupt the conversation 5 times to fill your water.
Exactly.
And you can just sit, and we can be there for as long as we choose. And it is good health. You feel like you're eating healthy. I don't think Noodles and Company doesn't have that same feel. They're a little more sterile. And I think that was one of the things that they were aiming towards. So it's not comfy and warm. It's much more industrial, and
a lot more like a fast food restaurant kind of environment.
The feel is a little bit more like the fast food, but still you can sit and enjoy. But it's not meant to really keep you there a long time. So, that's probably a decision that they've made specifically for that. They're not necessarily big stores either. They don't have a lot of booths and a lot of chairs, so that could be part of it. But yeah, it is. It's huge. I'd rather go that. Well, I won't go to McDonald's, but I would, for the same price, I can go to a sandwich shop and feel like I'm enjoying my time instead of really being rushed. So it's true.
Yeah, this day and age, it's going to sound horrible, but I try to avoid eating out a lot at these restaurants anymore. If it's unavoidable, it's unavoidable. But I have come to appreciate the benefits of cooking the meal yourself. You get to have quality control. You get to select the stuff you want from the grocery store. You know how it's stored, how it's served. I tend to, when it comes to eating, I tend to be a bit of a cleanliness freak. Mm-hmm. I don't want my silverware lying on the table indefinitely all day long until someone decides to sit at the table. I don't want the server reaching over to grab my water cup or my whatever. My plate's on the food while my plate's there. And, I've seen some places, like you said, I will not eat at McDonald's. I'm going to die of starvation. And more, it just seems like quality control and cleanliness control is suffering. And the food that comes out, a lot of the times, like, for example, I was at this one place, they wanted nearly $20 for a hamburger. It was actually a fish burger. I was like, okay, dazzle me with your fish burger. I'm thinking I'm going to get like a nice big patty of fish in there or something like that. And out comes this burger, and there were 3 little fish nuggets in it tucked in a whole bunch of salad. It's like, you gotta be kidding me, $20 for this crap? So, we just, to the point that we can cook better ourselves. So I'll eat out on a business situation, but personal entertainment, my kitchen's better.
Yeah, I think there's pros and cons to all of it. And so I do think it talks about in this, what we can, application and connections, it says what gospel principles apply to this situation. And the thought that James, you just brought up, when you do eat at home or when you eat in Italy, because they clearly like the socialization and the bringing people together, you really do have that opportunity to have that conversation and and it becomes not just about the food, but it becomes about each other. And when you do eat out, it isn't always about that. So, any other thoughts you guys have about anything?
I want to. I can say. I confess you that I don't like fast food.
Nobody does.
I like something more natural, more in Italy we can eat very good, I think.
Yeah.
But I saw that in some restaurant in the United States we can eat good also, and I could saw that in some supermarket we can meet natural product. I don't know. This is my opinion, but I think that the food industry is very vast, very. There are many people that like fast food. I think this is a good business.
Yeah.
But I think one way to avoid the competition is to expand our business in a phased manner.
Yeah. Slow and steady.
Yes, when the customers become regular in coming, then we can to retain customers through a loyalty program. People are usually habitual.
Yeah.
It means that they will be willing to change only if we are unable to provide them what they expect. But if we can give them what they expect, I think they can be regular customers. And when we expand our industry, I think we have to expand wisely, maybe wisely. We should avoid expanding wildly.
Widely.
Wildly.
Good point.
Yes.
The problem with that is that the American people expect so little. For meat to be served at an American restaurant, all it has to be is grade E. If you're familiar with meat grade, that is really low.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we can open the locations where there are a lot of is not good to open our location where there are a lot competitors.
Need to be wise in your location choices. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to hope that they survive.
It sounds like they will.
Yeah, it sounds like they're going to keep plugging along at least for the interim. So
I think I want to go to Italy and eat.
that's what I'm thinking. Why don't we do that?
You can come in Italy.
Okay,
You can stay in my home.
we should do it. That would be great.
All of you. And we can go eating 1 month, eating in various restaurants.
Oh, it sounds very tempting.
It sounds wonderful.
Sounds a lot better than coming to Salt Lake City and going to McDonald's. So
Yeah. McDonald's, not only McDonald's, but there are many.
yeah, unfortunately.
I went in Salt Lake City last April. Yes, I was in the general conference.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Good.
but I was in the I don't remember City Creek.
Uh-huh.
The yes, the shopping.
Yes.
City Creek. Yes.
Yep. Nice.
There
That's
are
great.
many fast food restaurants.
Yeah.
there.
A whole courtyard full. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Well, that's great. Well, good discussion, you guys. Anything else we should wrap up?
Whose turn is it?
I hope that next January I can. Maybe I will stay 1 month.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Maybe I can improve my English.
There you go. That would be
Yeah.
great. Good.
I need to improve.
Well,
That for me is a miracle.
it sounds like it because I can't learn Italian. Well, that would be great. Well, you'll have to be in touch with me because I live in Salt Lake City, so that would be great. Good place.
Okay.
All right. I guess next week there is no group discussion.
Yeah.
Just do it on your own. So that's great. That saves us.
I will miss you.
We will miss you too. But then we have a couple more after that. So great.
All right. So see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yep. And I'll set it up for you. So that'll be great.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, you guys. Have a great week.
You too.
For you too.
Okay.